convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with James Conner, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Evans able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Operating off play action. Flacco. They'll roll him out right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play. First down. Conner. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Watch Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me.
To throw, Kaepernick. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Again, it's Kaepernick. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Zach Gentry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Passing play, Flacco. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Taylor. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10, Taylor now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
85, T. Higgins.
T. Higgins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Bengals 7.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
33-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Kaepernick now to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Connor. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Ebron with it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Now Kaepernick. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Bengals 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Taylor. And some space here. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
The ball carrier.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 61 yards.
Pickup of 61 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, Back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
At the 4-yard line.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. In his own end zone, it's Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Johnson the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now it's Connor. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Westbrook now on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Taylor. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They run once more with Taylor. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation? And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr. with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Now Flacco will lead them up as they're going to go for two. Here's Flacco. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Bengals 18.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, Kaepernick steps away. And his throw here's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
33-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Play action. Flacco. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there. 21 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 25, Steelers 21.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Sutton now to return. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter. That was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. They'll run on first down. Samuels, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Kaepernick. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
That's good.
A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. They'll run with Samuels. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Bengals 25.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
The third quarter.
23 yards the final tally. Back now in Pittsburgh. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Herb Smith Jr. with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 32, Steelers 28.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
For a Pittsburgh Steeler.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Got an open man, it's Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the counter, it's Connor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
At the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The 6-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Kaepernick going to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To throw is Kaepernick. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He he's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
That's the score. Steelers 35. Bengals 32.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. The open man is Westbrook. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40.
They run the option on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Flacco to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
By Steven Nelson.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Taken down.
And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Cincinnati, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.